Welcome to this episode of Middle Ground, Straight A's versus Flunking Students.
A huge thank you to our sponsors, CuriosityStream, for sponsoring this episode.
For those of you who don't know, CuriosityStream is an amazing subscription streaming service that has a ton of great titles from documentary and nonfiction filmmakers.
So make sure to stick around to the end to find out how you can get 30 days free and also hear about some of our favorites.
But first, here's the episode.
The idea of being a straight A student, I can't relate to because I'm always wanting to go out and I have an essay due or there's a paper that I have and there's a paper, but there's a skateboard. I'm gonna hop on that skateboard.
What's the hardest part about being a student?
Definitely keeping with all the work, especially when you're like me and you procrastinate a lot.
Sometimes I just don't understand and I just don't get as much help as I would want.
When you think of a straight A student, what do you think of?
What first comes to mind is preppy, doesn't really go outside of their house kind of.
I got a 4.2 GPA exiting high school. I worked my ass off to get straight A's.
I want to get a nursing degree, but if I want to, I'll go to medical school and become a neurosurgeon.
Of course, I'm disappointed in myself that I let myself fail, but I'm not going to beat myself up for one letter grade.
I'm Randy, I'm 15, and I'm going into my sophomore year.
I'm Grace, I'm 16, I'm going into my junior year.
Hi, I'm Tansy, I'm 16, and I'm going into my senior year of high school, and I'm also a freshman in college.
I'm Cooper, I'm 18, and I just graduated senior year.
I'm Nadia, I'm 15, and I'm going into my sophomore year of high school.
I'm Naima and I'm going to my sophomore year.
Can I get my flunking students on the left and my straight A students on the right? I believe my grades define my intelligence.
I definitely think my grades define how smart I am. That's the biggest security point I have as a person. And I've just always been smart and I always want people to think I'm smart.
Yeah, I believe that's really true for me. I believe some subjects will enable you to show your intellect in some way, shape, or form, like math. But I do think that grades can show someone's intellect, whether it's understanding a concept or enabling themselves to grasp a subject.
Let's bring in our disagreements.
I didn't step up because I don't believe because I'm not comprehending the concept of geometry or algebra or poetry, that does not make me dumb or that does not make me less smart of a person.
Yeah, I think also people have different styles of learning. And a lot of times schools try to put you in this mold of how they want you to get a certain grade. And people aren't always made for that mold. And it's really important that I think schools take into account that not all people are willing to learn by reading a book. And so to measure that based on a certain letter is, I just feel so superficial. It's looking at it so one-sided.
Are you proud of being a straight A student?
I am, because it kind of shows off my hard work and all that, because I come from a family that really didn't have anything, and being a straight A student allows me to pay homage to all their hard work, and so it makes me really proud to be able to honor them in some sort of way.
Anyone can get good grades if they work hard enough.
Of course, if you try your hardest and if you do all your work, you do all your homework, of course you're gonna get good grades. Just because you're not comprehending it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get the good grade. Yeah, you might struggle, but with help and hard work, you're gonna get there eventually.
So I definitely think there's two sides to hard work itself, because working hard, that can mean studying and working super hard to better your own skills, but you can also work super hard to cheat and work super hard to get answers to the test and work super hard in that manner. But at the end of the day, it still might get you a good grade on either side.
You guys think cheating is pretty common?
Yes, definitely.
For the most part, a lot of people tend to cheat on tests, copy homework, and depending on how the teacher might grade, the grading system, 85% of your class grade could be homework. You cheat on all your homework assignments, you have a B right there. Exactly. If you're the type of person where you can put your mind to something and never give up on it, you'll get that grade.
I've had a 7th grade teacher, my English teacher, and I tried my hardest in her class. Meanwhile, I didn't know, innocent me, that she was full-blown racist, okay? So I was sitting there in that classroom working my hardest, making C's, knowing I can make A's, and it like put me down so much with my self-esteem.
It also like depends on your like personal standpoint with the actual teacher themselves. Like if you're provoking a teacher, you know, like I do it all the time. Like they're not gonna like you, but like I've learned that. But
That's a lesson in itself. That's like an experience of learning, is that you need to make friends with your teachers. They'll want to give you a good grade if you're friends with them.
There's some concepts, and I'm going back to like personal experiences. In 8th grade, I couldn't get exponents to save my life. I went to tutoring, you know, I stayed after school, had parent-teacher conferences because they thought I was being a bad kid and not studying. They thought I was failing on purpose. It took me my freshman year of high school to realize like, oh my God, this is so simple. There's certain learning blocks that you can face within yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be teachers. It doesn't necessarily have to be like social problems. It could be all in your head. And if it takes that one roadblock, it will like stop everything.
Are you self-conscious of your grades?
No, I'm not self-conscious because I know there's a lot more students that are in my same boat who aren't dumb. They just have trouble comprehending certain subjects.
I can't relate to the other side.
So I've never gotten straight A's ever. Like I've never been like in the top of my class. I've always been struggling, or I've always been just in the middle, just, yeah.
I mean, ever since I was younger, I was always in an extra class to like help me with my work. Like my elementary school, they had a gifted program. I was never in the gifted program. There are some ways I can relate. Like I still am working hard. I still am making sure that I get the best grades that I possibly can. But I'm not like them. I don't stay up till 3 in the morning to study. I don't stay up till 3 in the morning to do a project. I'll stay up to probably like 1, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Like I need my rest because the next day I'm gonna go to school and be all tired and be all frustrated. And then it's too much, so. Like
being like the idea of being a straight A student, I can't relate to because I'm always wanting to go out and like, I have an essay due or like there's a paper that I have and there's a paper, but there's a skateboard. I'm gonna hop on that skateboard, like I'm out. Like the fun I have just hanging out with friends and just like doing whatever we want, whenever we want. It's just so much better than like, wow, I just got an A, like, you know?
Okay, so I can definitely relate to the idea of being a flunking student because I feel like there's 2 types. There's one type that doesn't choose to do the work, and then there's the other type of where I cannot understand this, I need help, and I relate to both because there's some times where like I've gotten a grade on a test, like I failed it, and there's times like I'm not gonna retake that. Like that's too hard, why would I waste my time? And then there's times where I'm like, oh my freaking God, like I cannot understand this for the life of me. I need help, which is fine because not everyone's gonna get things like a drop of a dime. You know, there's some people that do, there's some people that don't.
I can 100% relate to you guys because I know what it feels like to be sitting at a desk at 11 at night and wondering how in the hell am I gonna finish this? And luckily I've been able to push through, but I can see how someone couldn't. I fully relate with all of you guys because at some points I've questioned like, maybe I should just go in and not study for the test.
Yeah. I feel that like just some of you guys don't like relate to as much as you think. Being a flunking student, like flunking a lot, not just one class.
And you guys still have 4.0s. I'm lucky if I pass with a 2.0. In a way, I see your guys' point, like when you say there's 2 types. But no matter what type of flunking student you are always going to be characterized with the stereotypes that a flunking student is not smart, they just don't do their work, they're lazy. I'm not going to say that I'm an F student and I'm proud of it. Of course, I'm not proud about being an F student. But I'm not going to push myself down because I'm an F student.
You're right. I can't relate to that idea of being a flunking student and having those eyeballs on you in a certain way. And I wish that I could because I wanna understand what that's like.
It's the same with your guys' side.
Yeah, at the same time, like, you guys have like the nerd stereotype. Like, you know what I mean? You could walk up to somebody who's like one of us, right? And like we don't know you, and you'd be like, yeah, I'm a straight A student. We're like, oh, so you sit in your room all day? You don't you don't walk out of your room, huh? Like,
So
you know?
no matter what, there's always stereotypes. You can be completely different, but you're still going to be characterized as that certain stereotype.
Do you like school?
I do like school, yeah.
Are there other things happening in your life that distract you from school?
Yeah, a lot of stuff at home. I struggled with my grandma dying and my parents splitting up, and all that isn't good for my mental health, especially when I'm struggling with certain subjects and certain topics and tests and people.
My parents help me with my work.
I won't say my mom helps me with like my English work, my math, my science. When I was doing theater, she would help me memorize my lines. She would help me write the essays to like certain directors of the show. She pushes me to do it myself, which I'm glad about, but there are some times where I'm like, can you help me? And she's like, I don't know it either. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
You know, my parents don't like write my essays for me.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
like my dad, you know, he dropped out of college. You know, it's not like he's gonna be helping me with like my AP stats homework.
Mom didn't even go to college.
Yeah, but you know, it's like he will, I think they help me do my work in the sense of like, they keep me diligent. They are, in a sense, like instilling me with the right qualities to write those essays.
I feel like my mom looks at my paper and she's like, girl, this that new math. Like, I can't do that.
Same, like my mom, she can't help me really, and neither can my dad. So, because when I get back from school, my mom's leaving to go to work. My dad works all day, and when he comes back home, he's tired. And then I have to take care of my little sister. Even when my mom comes back, she comes back at like 2 in the morning, and she still sees me up. I have to do that on my own, so.
With certain subjects, my dad could definitely help me out in. I take auto shop. He's an automotive tech. Well, yeah, exactly. When it comes down to like actually doing it with normal subjects, he says to me like, you need to figure it out because at the end of the day, one day I'm not gonna be there to help you at all. I'm like, well, I have no clue, but okay, I got it. I'm about to put something down and like I'm gonna turn it in, so when it comes out, don't be surprised. Like,
What's your dream job?
I want to be an automotive tech, but then I would like to own my own business off of it. I know they want to see me aspire to what I can be. It's hard to like steer people to a different direction to like, but this is what I would like to do.
I deserve the grades I get.
I do believe that I do deserve the grades I get, especially for the ones that I am failing, such as English. I'm not putting my 100% into the class. I'm probably giving like 50%, 75%, if that. But for the grades that I am getting good at, like my film production class, I'm focusing more on my extracurriculars than I am on my primary classes, which is my fault. It's nobody else's fault. I'm putting myself in that position where I'm letting myself flunk these classes.
I feel like I deserve the grade that I get because I know I could get a better grade, but I choose not to because it's like the subject to me, like it doesn't really click with me. Why am I gonna sit here and put all of my effort to something that you want me to put only to get like what you wanna see? That's, as long as I'm passing, that's all I really care for.
I mean, I've worked my ass off just so that I could get that good letter. And as much as I would have liked to just focus on film, I knew that in order for me to, you know, at least have self-esteem and feel like I was being successful, I had to do both. And I don't know if like that was the greatest thing to do. I don't know if that was the best decision, but I worked as hard as I possibly could, and I feel like I do deserve the grades that I got.
I'm not ungrateful for the grades I get, and I'm so happy with the grades I get. But to be honest, sometimes I do just put like 50% of my work in, and I don't try my best. But when I still do well on the project, I don't think I deserve that, because think about the kids who are like working diligently on that project, trying to get a good grade, but just because I was able to finish it out and whip it out last minute, or my teacher likes me, or I'm a good student overall, I don't think that that's like a fair advantage to have.
Yeah, I don't believe that I deserve the grades I get because I've had lots of group projects where it wasn't just me, and it's always been other people. There was a time where I had a big slides project, and I did most of the work, but I only had like 3 slides for 2 other people to do, but they never did it, never turned it in, and it just dropped my grade completely.
Did you tell your teacher?
Yeah, she didn't care.
Yeah, teachers don't care.
She just says you have to talk with each other after school, and I do that.
Like, can we just all agree that teachers really do like I don't know how to explain it or put it. Yeah, like the pressure of teachers. Like you can have a really chill, mellow teacher in your worst subject, and it will make you work harder. And you can have a really strict teacher in your favorite subject, and it will like make you slack.
Are you planning on going to college?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to go to college. I think I want to go to law school and go into like the law profession. I started doing debate last year, and I can't stop. So, yeah.
I want to go to college.
Me and my parents haven't really had the college talk, but I've had the college that I want to go to set on since I was like 10. But yeah, I want to go to college for me because I want to become a better dancer, and then I also want to perform, and then afterwards make my own dance studio and all that stuff. But I want to be a performer, and I can't be the level of performer I want to be without being able to go to college.
Yeah, I think I do it for like another reason too. Like I have to go to college because of my career choice. But at the end of the day, there's kids in countries that get killed for reading books, that have to travel across rivers and jungles just to get an education. And I think sometimes we do take that for granted. I want to show that education is very powerful.
The wanting, like I don't exactly want to go to like college, but I want to go to a trade school. So it's kind of like an after school after, you know. But it's like I want to go and experience being in a different place, like not being in high school. People coming from all these different places, like it's so different, like, you know.
So I kind of feel like the opposite side of like what you guys are saying. I want to go to college, but the reason why I want to go to college is because I feel like it's the thing that'll like make me feel the most successful. And like it's still like my own desire and my own want. I want to go to college mainly just so I can like make myself a good life and make myself a good career.
Another thing is like don't always like think that because somebody goes to college, like no offense to you, but like it doesn't always come the way you think. Like just because you go to college doesn't make you exactly the most successful.
I mean, like, I want to go to college to make my family proud. I come from a family where we're all Hispanic. Not many of us have ever even thought about going to college. The thought of college, the thought of high school, graduating high school, is really it's like, wait, like you graduated high school? Wow. So I'm like, I don't want to waste my opportunities. I'm not going to take these chances for granted. Like, I am going to make myself proud and my family proud.
Was it difficult to get straight A's through high school?
Hell yeah. I'm not one of those naturally like smart people who can look at a book and instantly know. I think our education system is very like set into these like molds of how you need to fit. Not everyone fits into the mold of a high school.
I am smart.
There's so many things that define smart, and it's not just being book smart or street smart, it's smart, just knowledge. And I have a lot of knowledge and I know a lot of things and I value that knowledge, which I think is really important also to being smart.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you use the knowledge that you have.
I am smart no matter what. Like, just because I'm getting an F on the test doesn't make me dumb. I can be book smart. I'm also street smart. Like, I know my way around. I know my place and I know where I need to be.
Yeah, to say you're smart is like something that everybody should be able to say in themselves. Right. Because no matter what, even if you don't feel like, yeah, I'm the smartest person in the room, like you might not feel like that, but you're smart to yourself. Like you're the only person who knows how your body works and how you feel. You're educated on yourself. You're educated on the people around you, your friends, you know? So it's like you might not know something about her that I know. That doesn't make you like dumb compared to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's still smart in their own way.
I feel like everybody has something to bring to the table, no matter what. Like at the end of the day, school's just like the first start of our lives. You know, we're stepping out, we're learning new things. And not to say like grades are like insignificant, but at the end of the day, they really shouldn't like put such a hold of you where you like cry or you're depressed or something like that, or it makes you feel dumb, you know?
Smart is such a dumb word. It's like why do we use it? I think all of you are like so freaking smart. I don't give a shit about it. You know, you're 2.0, like I don't care. You know, it's like I think
you're bright as hell.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's the person that matters, and I hope that all of us actually know that, you know, because that's what's going to define us in the end. That's what's going to make you successful.
Oh, that was super endearing. I love that episode. See, I was a straight A student.
No comment. This episode dealt a lot with education, the importance of grades, and if you want to learn more about education or see what it might look like in the future, check out a series on CuriosityStream, Dream the Future, specifically an episode called School of the Future.
It's narrated by Sigourney Weaver and it examines how we might be able to use technology to make learning better for students.
For those of you who don't know, CuriosityStream is an amazing subscription streaming service. They have a ton of titles like these from documentary and nonfiction filmmakers from around the world. And for $3 a month or $20 a year, you can get unlimited access to all these amazing films. Plus, for you good humans out there, if you sign up at curiositystream.com/Jubilee, promo code Jubilee, you can get 30 days for free.
For free! free. I literally will do anything to not have to leave my bed. So I watched on their website, but you can watch on like Apple TV, Roku, Xbox, like any of these devices taking over the world right now, people. It's really cool.
Check it out, and thanks for watching.
See you next time.